In today's lesson, we want to look at summation formulas and the sigma notation. So we want to have an in-depth lesson on the sigma notation, and we are also going to consider summation formulas. So tinotangira papi. Let us begin with an example. Saka we are going to go through several practice questions which are going to usher in the summation formulas which you should know. So the first practice question we are going to be looking at is this one. Ngatiti tanzititsvage the summation of from I is equal to 1 up to 4, then of 8, like that. How are we going to solve that? Saka lower bound yedu ndi 1, because panapa panzi I is equal to 1. Upper bound yedu ndi 4, but the relationship we are going to be using the 8. How do we solve this? This is going to be equal to 8 multiplying 4, and 8 times 4 is equal to 32. Saka summation ikauya ine a constant panapa, like pano pakangonzi 8, topiwa a lower bound of 1 and an upper bound of 4. We are simply going to multiply 8 times 4. Things change when the lower bound is not 1. Kana lower bound isiri 1, tinenge takushandisa the process of breaking a summation, which is going to be the subject of our next lesson. Saka, this is what we have to know. So what then is going to be the formula here? Saka formula inoshanda panapa nde E. If we are summing up and from I is equal to 1 up to N, but we are summing up C, this is going to be equal to C times N, which is Cn. And let us bracket this because of how important it is. Saka indo formula yedu yekutanga, this one. If we are summing up C from 1 up to N, our answer is going to be the constant times the upper bound, Cn. Let's have a second example to solidify this. So our second example panaba, the E. If we are summing up from I is equal to 1 up to 8, but we have a constant 7, this is equal to 7 multiplying 8. And what is 7 times 8? 35, 42, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. So the answer is going to be 56. This is how it is done. Saka kana tangopiwa a constant, paine the sigma notation, which is telling us we have to sum up things. We are simply multiplying the constant times upper bound, but this only happens if the lower bound is equal to 1. Let us go on to other examples. Let us say for our number 3, tapiwa a situation like this. This is a summation from I is equal to 1 up to 5, but panapa twatanzi I, like that. So what is this going to be equal to? Saka this literally is going to be equal to tanzi I is equal to 1, but the upper bound cannot, our cap is 5. Kureva kuti we are going to be in succession and substituting I with 1, 2, 3, 4 up until 5. So this is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, which then is equal to what? This will be equal to 35 plus 49, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So the answer is 15. But there is a relation which we should know. Because tonight, how about kana upper bound yedu ikakura ikaita kana 40, are we then going to say 1 plus 2 plus 3 up until tasvika kuna 40? That is time consuming. So there is a relation we should understand panapa, and relation yacho inoti, if we are taking the sum from a lower bound of 1 up to n panapa poiswa I, this is going to be equal to n and bracket n plus 1 over 2, like that. And we are going to discuss this a little. Saka handizivi kuti zvaonekwa formula booklet here, but I doubt. Kora kuti zvinhu zvamufanirwa kutoita submit to memory. Let us redo number 3 tichishandisa this. Number 3 yet we want to sum up from 1 up to 5I. So this is going to be equal to n. Saka n panapa inenge irichi the upper bound. Saka n wedu ndi 5. So it's 5, then 5 plus 1 over 2, which is equal to what? 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 times 5 is 30. 30 over 2, which evidently is going to be equal to 15. So trigonometry we get the same thing. Saka ndokumbirisa kuti mubate that formula. Inoti if we are summing up from I is equals to 1 up to n I, that is equal to n bracket n plus 1 everything over 2. Okay, let us have another situation, which is going to be our number 4. Saka for our number 4, let us say tanzitite sum up from I is equals to 1 up to an upper bound of 4 to atapiwa 6I, like that. Saka literally this is equal to 6 inoi inenge multiplier kusubstitute kwati chaita I in succession from 1 up to 4. Saka it's 6 multiplying 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. And what is this equal to? Takati 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 times 6, that's 60. But how are we going to apply that formula? Applying that formula tinoda iso. Saka this is a redo of number 4. Summing up from I is equals to 1 up to 4, 6I is equal to tichati 6 multiplying n plus 1 over 2, like that. Those are tichaita panapa. Saka this is equal to 6. What is n? N d4. Saka 6 multiplying 4, then 4 plus 1 d5 over 2, like that. And we know kuti tikati 2 into 2, that's 1. 2 into 4, it's 2. Tikati 2 times 5 ndi 10. 10 times 6 ndi 60. Saka tinowana the same solution. So kana tine constant, this is how we can do it. But we should also understand something here which is of utmost importance. And let me show you what I mean. Saka izvi zvine a linkage with what we learned ku integration. Saka just ndingati chini, some form of recall. Takati if we want to integrate 4x, this is going to be equal to 4 the integral of x. Kureva kuti 4 ino inogona kujamba ichidi ichiuya uko. Ndozvatakadzidza. And kureva kuti tinogona kubuditsa a constant. The same can be applied kana tiri kunoko. If we have the summation from I is equals to 1 up to 4 of 6I, this is equal to 6 inogona kuuya kuside uko yova 6, then from I is equals to 1 to 4I, like that. Saka that is very important. Kureva kuti panapa tanga tigona kuunza 6 kuno, then tobva taevaluata the summation of I from 1 to 4, then yanga ichingodzoka iri 6 multiplying this formula n bracket n plus 1 everything above 2. kureva kuti tikada kuzinyora more generally, how do we write it more generally? Tinenge takuti the summation of what panapa it's n, apa it's I is equals to 1. Let us say apo it's ci is going to be equal to c I is equals to 1 apo n I. Izvo ndo zvatakuita chi bracket now, because this is a very important relationship. So ndo zvimwe zvanachida kukuratidza yapo zvakatikoshera. So that is how it is done, dearly beloved. That is how it is done. Let us go to a number 5. Saka number 5 manje, let us say kuti tapiwa a situation like this. Tapiwa the summing up from I is equals to 1 up to 5 of what? Of 7I minus 3. That is what we have been given. And what is this going to be equal to? What is this going to be equal to? Saka, the first method we can employ panapa is simply knowing kuti ticha substitute I ari mukati ma 7I minus 3 kutanga na 1 tozoti 2 tozoti 3 4 5 kureva kuti actually inge iri equal to 7 times 1 minus 3 plus, this is a summation, remember, 7 times 2 minus 3 plus 7 times 3 minus 3 plus 7 times 4 minus 3 plus 7 times 5 minus 3. Kuna vakachenjera vanenge vatoona kuti panapa we are having what? An arithmetic progression. Tina arithmetic progression, and what is our common difference? The minus 3. Because in every situation tiri kungochinja value iri pana pekutanga apa from 7 times 1 to 7 times 2 to 7 times 3, but in every situation we are subtracting by 3. Saka the effect of d up, which is a common difference, ku subtract by 3. So this is what we are having, but you can see the monotony in it. Let us try to solve this so that we build context. Saka 7 times 1, that's 7, minus 3 into 4, 4 5 6 7. Sabe kutanga tina 4 panapa. Then panapa tikati 7 times 2 14, 14 minus 3 into 11, so it's 4 plus 11 plus 7 times 3 7 14 21. What is 21 minus 3? Saka 21 minus 3 panapa it's 8 9 10 11, so it's 18, so it's plus 18 pano tovatati plus 7 14 21 28. 7 times 4 into 28, 28 minus 3 the 20 the 28 minus 3, so 28 subtract 3. What is 8 minus 3? 5 6 7 8 the 5. Saka panapa it's 25. Then to atazoti plus 7 times 5 into 35. 35 minus 3 into 32. 33 34 35, yes, plus 32 like this. Saka this is what we have. Then let us do the addition. Saka addition epanapa manje tinenge tichiti this is going to be equal to tichati 4 plus 1, that's 5, plus 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16, plus 5 17 18 19 20 21, plus 2 23 24. Saka this is 4 to carry 2. Saka 2 acho tikati plus 1 inova 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Saka answer yandiri kuwana ndi 94. That's the answer I'm getting. Ari 94 kudaro manje. Amwe maitiro atinogona kuita this question asina monotony kana kuti asina kunyanya kudzokorodza stereki ndeaya tinogona kudai. So we can actually break down that sigma notation. How do we break it down? Remember takataura isusu tichiti chi kana tiri kuintegration, because ndowanzo kufarira kulinga integration nesigma notation, because the sigma notation the integral sign marelative azvinoita nezvinhu are very similar. Saka when we talk about integration, we said if we are integrating 3x plus 4, what answer are we going to get panapa? The answer is going to be 3x squared over 2 and twarati plus chi. Sapana paina x to the power 0, more like. Saka tikati 0 plus 1, that is 1. Saka over 1. Saka painge irichi 4x to the power 1 over 1. Correct answer tinowana panapa, it's 3x squared over 2 plus chi plus 4x. Okay. But tikatora this much, tinogona kuibreaka down kuti the integral of 3x plus 4 inenge yava equal to the integral of 3x plus the integral of g of 4 actually, not 4x. Zvekuzoti x zvazouya patanga takuevaluata integral yacho. And the integral of 3x still it's going to give us, we can write this tichapply zvatambodzidza as 3 the integral of x plus the integral of 4. This is equal to 3. What is the integral of x? Saka papange paina to the power 1 tot plus 1 over x squared and then over g over 2 plus pana x to the 0 tikati plus 1 eventually chava 4x. So zviri kuitika pa integration panapa zvinogona kuitika zvakare kusummation. And what do I mean? Tine a situation like this. Tine summation from I is equals to 1 up to what value? Up to 4. Actually up to 5. 7i minus 3. Itinogona kuinyora yakadai so. The summation from I is equals to 1 or 5 to torachi, the first part which is 7i tot minus the summation from I is equals to 1 up to 5 of 3, like that. Tinogona kuinyora yakaita seizvo. Saka mabrekero atangoita kuintegration ndo mabrekero atangoita kusigma notation kana kuti kusummation. Saka mabrekero aya manje aya ndichada futi kuti muzive kuti tachigona kumanyora akadai so. Summation 5i is equals to 1 tobva tati 7i tobva tati plus, actually not minus, todai so. I is equals to 1, 5, then instead of 3 panapa totichi minus 3. Zvine the same effect. Mapaona? Zvine the same effect, and I think we are going to solve this kuti tiprove zvatiri kutaura. So kana yadai so, how best are we going to solve it? This is going to be equal to 7 ungati muende so kuyevachi 7 summation I is equals to 1, 5 apo yevachi I, then minus this I is equals to 1, 5, 3. So this is going to be equal to 7 iri kumultiply chi. Toziva kuti kana panapa paina I ndo pachashanda the formula n bracket n plus 1 bracket over 2. N wedu ari 5. Saka it will be 5 bracket 5 plus 1 over 2. Ndo zviri kushanda apa. Kune vangava vakanganwa, zvatingotaura pano ndezvekuti apa papashanda chi kaformula kake kanoti n plus 1 over 2. Handiri saka this will be evaluating this part twatati minus, then kana iri tiine a constant 3 panapa tichibva from 1 up to 5, it's simply going to be 3 times 5 kana kuti cn according to manyorero ataita the formula. So kana zvadai, what is this going to be equal to? This is equal to 7 5 multiplying 6 over 2 minus 15. Saka this is equal to tikati 2 into 2 1, 2 into 6 ndi 3, then 5 times 3 ndi 15, so it's 7 multiplying 15 minus 15. What then is 15 times 7? 7 times 5 into 35, saka tichaita carry 3, 7 times 1 7, 8 9 10, so it's 105. That's the answer there. So our answer up is 105. Tenge tatopedza. My sincerest apologies. Pane in arithmetic error yandaita before, and kana manga mai discover muchiboila nehasha izvezvi, I cannot be the more proud because it means you are really following. Saka error yataita panapa 4 plus 11 plus 18 plus 25 plus 32, actually this is equal to 90, not 94. Saka answer yedu pano yanga irichi 90. And tanga chimboite yapa, tanga tichi evaluate using the traditional method, the summation from I is equals to 1 to 5 of 7i minus 3, where we substitute pana I panapa kutangana 1 2 3 tichinogumira pana 5. Tikadzoka panapa zvakare, maanswers edu ayanofanira kufanana. Panapa tashandisa summation formulas tikabreaka futi the summation, so this also is not right. Mistake iri apa ndeye kungoti 37 times 15 tikawana 105, taichifanira kuzoti minus 15 kuti answer yedu ibude irichi iri 90. Saka mawekero ataita kumusoro uku atipa 90. Tadzokorodza number 5 tichishandisa maformulas nekubreaka summation tikawana 90 again. So what I want to do now is ndoda kuievaluate yakadai so kuti instead of saying minus the sigma of from I is equals to 1 to 5 of 3 toti plus the sigma of chi from I is equal to 1 up to 5 of minus 3. So the first part inongodzoka sezvairi kureva kuti first part ichatipa chi 105. So kana takuita that evaluation tiri kungodai so, the first part ichatipa 105. So this 105 inge iri plus. Remember, kana tine situation yakadai so, we just have to multiply minus 3 times 5. So it's minus 3 times 5 kureva kuti 105 plus minus 15 irungodzoka irichi 105 minus 15, then ichangotipa futi 90. Saka instead of saying minus then sigma from I is equals to 1 to 5 of 3, munogona kuti plus then sigma from I is equals to 1 to 5 of minus 3. Ndo part yatanga tichida kusimbisa. So I hope ma confusions ataita kana kuti ma arithmetic mistakes ataita earlier hana kukanganisai kutevera the tract of what we want to learn. Let us go to situation number 6. Saka for our number 6, let us say kuti tapiwa yakadai so, tapiwa a sigma from I is equals to 1 up to 6 of I squared. Saka manyorera tinogona kuita traditionally ticha substitute for I tichibva pana 1 kunosvika kuna 6. Saka inge iri 1 squared plus 2 squared plus 3 squared plus 4 squared plus 5 squared plus 6 squared, something in this order. Saka panapa this will be equal to chi. Let us try to avoid any arithmetic mistakes. 1 squared into 1 plus 2 squared into 4 plus 3 squared into 9 plus 4 squared into 16 plus 5 squared into 25 plus 6 squared into 36. So let us do the adding. Got 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus 16 plus 25 plus 36. Answer tinowana panapa it's 91. Let us hope kuti hapana mistake yataita. So there's a formula for this. Formula yacho yakadai so. Tiri kuti summation from I is equals to 1 up to n of I squared inenge iri equal to n towatati n plus 1 towatati 2n plus 1. This is over 6 like this. Saka I don't know how this is derived. Kana muri interested in learning how it is derived, you can learn how it is derived, but personally I do not know how it is derived, but I just know kuti munofanirwa kuiziva, because tikada kuishandisa tichita a redo of number 6 tiri kuti chi summation from I equals to 1 to 6 I squared inenge equal to n wedu anenge ari 6, so it's actually 6 plus 1, then up it's 2 times 6 plus 1. This is over 6. So it's equal to 6 multiplying 7, then it's also multiplying 2 times 6 into 12 plus 1, 13 over 6. Ma 6 akacancela, correct panapa answer yedu it's just 7 times 13. So what do we get? Tikati 7 times 13 tinowana 91. So tukwana the same answer. Saka maformula yazaya kutongomasiva, asi mukatadza kuziva ese, please formula yekutanga iyo ya summation from I equals to 1 up to n of I inozoti n bracket n plus 1 over 2 munofanirwa kuiziva. That's a very fundamental and important formula yamunofanirwa kuziva. Okay, now the last formula we are going to talk about, this is the formula kana tine a summation from I equals to 1 up to n of I to the power 3 cannot I cubed. This is equal to n squared n plus 1 squared over 4. This is the last one you have to know. So you have to submit this to memory. Andika? Okay. Saka what we want to do now is to get a rundown, to get a revision of all the formulas we learned today, to revise a breaking a summation. Then I want to give you a short assignment at the end of this lesson, and you know that kuti munyore. So let us look at this revision. So today we learned about formulas. Ma formulas atadzidza nde aya. Number 1, tadzidza kuti the summation from I equals to 1 up to n of c is equal to cn. That is the first formula we learned. Then as of our number 2, tazodzidza kuti the summation from I equals to 1 up to n of I is equal to n plus 1 over 2. That was the second formula we learned. As of our number 3, tadzidza kuti the summation of ci I equals to 1 up to n inenge equal to c, then apo pana I equals to 1 up to n. So this is not a formula per se, but it's a relationship which we learned. You can treat it as well as a formula. For our number 4, tadzidza kuti the summation of let us say tinoti ci like this. Tot plus ngati plus x of I from I is equals to 1 up to n. This is equal to how can I put it down? Okay, I can just say this: I is equals to 1 up to n ci plus upper x I is equals to 1 up to n, something like this. We learned it also as a relation. Then for our number 5, tazodzidza kuti the summation of I squared, tichibva pana I is equals to 1 tichienda pana n iri equal to n plus 1 to n plus 1 everything over 6. Then lastly, for our number 6, tadzidza kuti the summation of I from I is equals to 1 up to n of I cubed inenge iri equal to what? To n squared n plus 1 squared over 4, like that. So summatively, that is everything we have learned today. We have to follow the lesson again to understand it more intimately. Let us look at the assignment we have to have. Saka this is actually an assignment 2. Wangabvunza kuti nemhaka iri assignment 2. In our private class with my students, takatoita assignment 1. So this is assignment 2, series and sequence. So if you want to join us, WhatsApp us on the numbers which I'm going to share with you at the end of this lesson. Saka for our assignment 2, number 1 yedu nde E. Our number 1 inenge ichiti, you must evaluate this. The summation of from I is equals to 1 up to 5 of 9. This is number 1. Then what is number 2? Our number 2 inenge ichiti, evaluate the summation of what? From I is equals to 1 up to 5 of I plus 4I, like this. Our number 3 inenge ichitaura iyo ichiti, evaluate the summation from I is equals to 1 up to 9 of I minus 1 squared. Then our number 4 irikuva yati, the summation from I is equals to 1 up to 8 of 9I plus 7. Then our number 5, let us say kuti irikuti, the summation I is equals to 1 up to x of 12. Saka, these are the 5 questions I want you to work on. So thank you for your attendance. If you want to join our school in any capacity, please WhatsApp us on +263 71 521 3310. If you are in Zimbabwe, it's just 071 521 3310. Thank you and take care.